Well, good evening to all pro wrestling fans of all shapes and sizes from all around the world. Welcome to another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the 2. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, for this video, going to be doing a double header preview. Starting off, I'm going to preview Stardom New Blood number 24. And then I'm going to finish off by previewing New Japan Pro Wrestling World Wonder Ring Stardom's Historic Crossover 3. All within this week. So definitely got quite a bit to talk about with these two shows. But let's go ahead and jump right into the action, starting off with Stardom New Blood 24. And this is one of 3 New Blood shows that will be happening in the month of October. So keep that in mind. 3 New Blood shows in October. That's a lot. That's a lot. But it is what it is. But starting off, we got New Blood 24, which will take place this coming Saturday, October 4th. This will take place at the Bellsal Shinjuku South exit venue in Tokyo, Japan. Got 6 matches. 6 matches for this show. Unfortunately, no title matches or anything like that. But let's get right into the card. Get my graphics out. Alright, let's jump right into it. First match. Alright, first match. We got a familiar matchup. We have the rookies of Emma Maishima and Kikyo Furusawa. Will battle each other one-on-one. I like both ladies. Really could go either way. And this right here is a good test to see, who's come the furthest so far in their Stardom career and see who can really upstage the other. I am going to put my money on Kikyo Furusawa to pick up the victory. But like I said, it could go either way. But I'm going to go Kikyo. Probably maybe win by submission, perhaps. But going Kikyo Furusawa to pick up the win. But it's definitely an even matchup. Alright. Let's go into our next match. And this is quite an interesting one. Check this one out. Alrighty. We have ourselves a 3-way match where we have Yuria Hime from Stars versus making her Stardom debut, Yuki Mashiro versus Fukigen Def from H.A.T.E. Very interesting time for Yuki Mashiro to make her Stardom debut. Of course, she was a former Ice Cross Infinity champion back in Ice Ribbon. She's even competed in Marigold before. I think for the most part she's been freelancing. And even spent some time recently competing in Mexico. So she's been pretty busy. I'm definitely rooting for Yuki Mashiro to win. I hope she does. But something tells me Fukigen Def is probably going to win. So, I don't know. I just have a feeling. I have a feeling that she's going to win. But I'm going to be rooting hard for Yuki Mashiro to pick up the victory. But we'll see. We shall see. Alrighty. Let's go to this next matchup. This is a very interesting matchup. Check this one out. Alrighty, we have a tag team match where we have Empress Nexus Venus, made up of Rian and Waka Tsukiyama. Of course, you know, she's one half of the New Blood Tag Team Champions. And they will be taking on the team of Echika, Miyavi, and Riara. I'm not too familiar with Echika, Miyavi. I am familiar with Riara, but this is an interesting matchup here. This is a very interesting matchup. I mean, like I said, I don't really know anything about Echika, but I don't know. I really want to root for EXV with this one, but I don't know enough about the other team that to really have a concrete decision on this one, to be honest with y'all. Bump it. EXV for the win. EXV for the win. I'm just take a chance. But we'll see how it goes. All right. Let's go to our next match, and this is a match that I'm actually very, very interested in. Check this one out. We got ourselves a singles match within the God's Eye faction, as Hina will take on Kiyoka Kotatsu. Oh, this should be a great match. A great clash of styles with this one. Of course, you know, Hina's judo background with Kiyoka's karate background. This should be a good match. This should be a really good match. And while I will be rooting for Kiyoka Kotatsu, I think Hina picks up the victory in this one. I definitely think Hina wins. But this should be a great match. And, you know, just a great... I think this is a great showcase of both of these ladies, just to, you know, really see what they can do. And just, you know, gotta continue to build up God's Eye. And sometimes that means testing each other. And that's what I assume that this will be. But pulling for Kiyoka, but I think Hina will get the victory. All right. Let's go to the next match. More tag team action. All right. We got the team of Vida Loca's Akira Kurogane and Bozilla taking on from Pro Wrestling Evolution's Zonas and Soy. This should be a great physical matchup here. Definitely like Zonas and Soy. I know that both of those ladies have been very busy. And of course, you know, Zonas is the current Pro Wrestling Evolution champion. So, you know, the inaugural champion as well. But I'm gonna have to give this one to Vida Loca. I think Akira Kurogane and Bozilla take this one. I think Bozilla ends up getting the victory for her team. But I'm looking forward to seeing, you know, some of the clashes between Bozilla and Zonas in this match. I think that could be really something to keep an eye on. But I'm going with Vida Loca to get the victory. And then the main event of New Blood 24 is an interesting one. Here we have a one-on-one matchup between Tae Honma and Ranna Yagami. So this is technically Tae Honma's last match in a Stardom ring, because remember, she's going to be retiring soon. She's going to be retiring. And yeah, it's going to be her and Ranna Yagami. Quite an interesting matchup. Not really sure what to think, because, I mean, you want to build up Ranna Yagami, but it's like, could I really see her beating Tae Honma? This is what I'm having trouble with. Because I like both ladies. I do like both ladies. But I'm going to have to go with the safe bet of Tae Honma picking up the victory. But I would love to see Ranna Yagami win. I really would love to see her win. I think this would be big for her. So, we'll see what happens. But quite a unique main event that I definitely wouldn't have guessed. So, hey. But yeah, that's Stardom New Blood 24. Not bad. You know, you got some faces from Pro Wrestling Evolution, some faces from PPP Tokyo. You know, a little bit of variety, but like I said, it's a New Blood show, so it's not a huge show. But still, I really do love the Stardom New Blood series. I've watched every one of them since the first one, so they've delivered for me personally. And I'm hoping that they will continue to do so. Okay, now we will switch gears to NJPW Stardom Historic Crossover 3, which will take place this upcoming Sunday, October 5th, and it will be at the Damai 66 Live House in Guangzhou, China. That's right, Guangzhou, China, for this epic cross collaboration show, or supposedly, because the card is kind of, well, I'll let y'all decide. But we're gonna jump right into it. Let's do this. All right, first match. First match features the ladies of Stardom. We have Neo Genesis versus God's Eye Showdown. So, tag match representing Neo Genesis, we have Miyu Amasaki and Starlight Kid. And they will take on the Reiwa Tokyo Towers of God's Eye, made up of Ami Sourei and Lady C. Definitely a match that could go either way, but I really think that they're going to continue to build up Lady C and Ami Sourei, because I'm pretty sure they're going to be a confirmed team that competes in the 15th Goddess of Stardom Tag League that'll be in this November. So I think they're going to continue to build that team up. So I'm going to say Lady C, Ami Sourei, the Reiwa Tokyo Towers, I think they pick up the victory in this one. But, yeah, that's the opening match. All right, let's go to the next match. Let me make sure I have... Let's go to this next match. All right, more tag team action, as we have the team of Wang Jinghuan and Jun Jie taking on the team of Cheng Da and Gao Jingjia. I don't know any of these wrestlers, but apparently they're part of the promotion. I think it's Init, which is, I guess, a Chinese pro wrestling promotion. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I think that's what it is. But not familiar with any of these wrestlers, so I'm just gonna take a guess. I'm gonna say Wang Jinhuan and Jun Jie, that first team, to pick up the victory. But that's all I really have. I don't know any of these guys, so. But looking forward to checking out the match. Alrighty, let's go to our next match. More tag team action. This time we have the team of the Coolie and Feng Jiangliang. And they'll be taking on the team of T-Light and Lin Dongjuan. Once again, don't know any of these guys. T-Light looks cool. I'm gonna go for T-Light and Lin Dongjuan. But like I said, I don't know any of these four wrestlers, so I'll be very much paying attention with this match as well as the previous match, just to get an idea of what these Chinese wrestlers can do. Should be good though. All right, let's go to our next match. Let's see. Here we go. Next match. All right, so at Historic Crossover 3, we're going to have ourselves a Future of Stardom Championship match. As the champion, Hanako of Empress Nexus Venus will make her very first defense against the High Kick Angel of Cosmic Angels, Aya Sakura. Of course, recently at the big Korakuen Hall show on the 27th, Hanako dethroned Hina to become the new Future of Stardom champion. And this is her first defense. I definitely believe Aya Sakura will put up a great fight. These two actually have a lot of great chemistry, but I'm going to have to go with Hanako to retain the Future Stardom Championship. But I expect a great match between both these ladies because, you know, they usually deliver. But got to go with Hanako for the win. Should be good, though. And that's the only championship match on the card, by the way. So, just a heads up. Alrighty. Let's go to this next matchup. And it is just a singles match between Ryusuke Taguchi and Master Wato. Nothing really special here, but you know, should be a good match between these two. I mean, Ryusuke Taguchi, a longtime veteran, and you know, Master Wato, you know, ever since returning from injury, has gotten back into the mix of things, and he's a Super Junior, Best of Super Juniors winner, so should be good. But you know what? I'm gonna go Master Wato to pick up the victory in this one. Yeah, I think he's got this. So, Master Wato for the win. Okay, let's go to this next match. So, we got ourselves a singles match between the current IWGP World Heavyweight Champion and Zack Sabre Jr. taking on the Time Splitter himself, Kushida. Should be a great match between these two. Both have a great technical background. Of course, you know, Kushida is more the technical / high flyer. But definitely will be a challenge for him and Zack Sabre Jr. I think this match, you know, will definitely go back and forth. But got to go with Zack Sabre Jr. to pick up the victory over Kushida. But should be really good. Should be really good. And then the main event of Historic Crossover 3. It's kind of an interesting choice for the main event. Yeah, But here we go. Your main event of Historic Crossover 3 will be a trios match featuring the ladies of Stardom, as we have the team of H.A.T.E made up of Natsuko Tora, Ruaka, and Ranna, and they will be taking on Cosmic Angels of Natsupoi, Saoriano, and Sayaka Kurara. Shoot. Like I said, very interesting choice for a main event for the show. But I'm going Cosmic Angels to pick up the victory. Who knows? It might go time limit draw, but I'm gonna stick with Cosmic Angels to pick up the victory. This is just an interesting choice for the main event. And to be honest, when you really think about it, it is kind of a letdown. But, you know, they're going to be competing in Guangzhou, China. I mean, this is a big opportunity for fans over in China to experience, you know, a taste of Stardom and New Japan Pro Wrestling. And, you know, the card isn't exactly, I don't think it's exactly what a lot of fans hope for this, especially for this being a historic crossover show, especially compared to the last two that they had. But, I mean, it's expanding out there into other Asian territories. So, I mean, that's one of the pluses I take from this. So, you know, it can be argued that this is a weak card or whatnot, but it is what it is. I do plan on watching it and reviewing it. So yeah. That's pretty much it for Historic Crossover 3. Some very interesting news that came up as I was doing this. So apparently Go Shiozaki from Pro Wrestling Noah, his contract just expired. And apparently they're not renewing. So he is about to become a free agent and will leave Pro Wrestling Noah. It's kind of a big deal. I mean, I know he's getting up there in age, but still, like, Go Shiozaki, that dude is, you know, that dude bleeds Pro Wrestling Noah. So, yeah, it's kind of weird. Kind of weird. Also, the referee Sonny from Pro Wrestling Evolution apparently is going to be leaving the promotion, or at least what I've been told, the word is that she will switch to a freelancer and not be like signed to Evolution, but it'll give her an opportunity to pretty much ref anywhere. You know, freelance referee. I can dig that. I can definitely dig that. But yeah. So anyway, that's all that I have for this video. Let me know what y'all's thoughts and predictions are for Stardom New Blood 24 and for Historic Crossover 3. And let me know what you think of the cards and whatnot, and where do you think Go Shiozaki will go? No pun intended. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. For another pro wrestling talk brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube, my name is Jason Ingram. Hope y'all have a blessed day tomorrow, and I will see y'all in the next video and our live stream. Peace.